Have you ever wondered what makes older men irresistible to younger women? Is it their experience, their confidence, or something deeper that women are instinctively drawn to? In today's video, we're diving into the hidden traits that make older men incredibly attractive, whether they realize it or not. As we age, we gain qualities that younger men simply can't match. But it's not just about looks, it's about presence, wisdom, and the way we make others feel. We'll explore why younger women are often drawn to older men, even if they don't show it directly. From the way they look at you to the compliments you receive on your style and grooming, this video will uncover the subtle signs of attraction that you might be missing. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to harness these unique qualities that come with age. Qualities that make you stand out and captivate attention. Whether it's the calm confidence that attracts younger women or the steady presence that makes you a natural source of advice and comfort, we'll break it all down so you can recognize these signs and embrace them. Stay tuned, because you might just be more attractive than you think, and in ways you've never noticed before. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Young women seem to feel comfortable with you. When it comes to attraction, one of the clearest signs that younger women may feel drawn to you is the way they seem completely at ease in your presence. There's a certain subtlety to this. It might not always be glaringly obvious, but if you take a moment to observe, you'll notice the little things. Maybe they engage in friendly conversations with you effortlessly, laugh at your jokes with genuine warmth, or find themselves lingering a little longer around you than they do with others. These seemingly small gestures speak volumes about how comfortable they feel in your company and, on a deeper level, how much they might be attracted to you. I believe that women, especially younger women, are instinctively drawn to men who exude a quiet, grounded confidence. It's not the brash, over-the-top bravado that turns heads. Rather, it's the way you carry yourself with calm assurance, without needing to shout for attention. There's a deep, almost magnetic quality to being comfortable in your skin. When you're self-assured and don't feel the need to prove anything, it creates a safe space around you. A space where others, especially younger women, feel valued, heard, and at ease. To me, this kind of attraction often stems from your presence, your steadiness. It's not about being the loudest in the room or pulling grand, attention-grabbing stunts. Sometimes it's the opposite. Women are often drawn to men who are simply there, not seeking validation, not pretending to be something they're not, but instead radiating a sense of calm that makes others want to gravitate toward them. There's a profound beauty in being able to sit in silence, to engage in meaningful, relaxed conversations without the pressure to perform. It's in those moments when women, young or old, feel a quiet connection with you. They sense something deeper, an inner strength, an emotional intelligence, a wisdom that they admire and seek to be around. What fascinates me is how a woman's behavior toward you can sometimes reveal more than words ever could. If a woman asks you questions, listens intently to your opinions, or seeks your perspective on something that matters to her, that's a clear signal. It's not just casual small talk, it's a deeper level of interest, a sign of emotional investment. This is how attraction works on a more profound level. It's not just about appearances or physical attraction. It's about how someone makes you feel, how safe they make you feel to express yourself, and how you make them feel valued. So, if younger women seem to seek your company, even without overtly flirtatious signs, it's likely because they are drawn to something more than surface-level charm. They're sensing your inner peace, your grounded nature, and your capacity to hold space for them in a way that feels real and secure. This kind of attraction is not fleeting. It's based on a deep, unspoken connection that resonates far beyond the initial spark. Women are magnetized by the strength that lies within, the quiet confidence that speaks louder than any flashy gestures ever could. Number 2. You get compliments on your style or clothing. There's something uniquely affirming, even empowering when someone takes a moment to compliment you on your style. Whether it's the way you dress, the precision with which your hair is styled, or that one-of-a-kind scent that lingers just long enough for others to catch a whiff of. These compliments aren't just about your outward appearance. They are a recognition of the care, attention, and thoughtfulness you've put into shaping yourself and presenting yourself to the world. For older men, this can feel especially meaningful. As you mature, you begin to cultivate a personal style that speaks volumes about who you are, where you've been, and what you've learned along the way. You no longer dress for trends, but rather for comfort, confidence, and self-expression. Your wardrobe becomes more than a collection of clothes. It's a tapestry of your life experiences, your tastes, and your understanding of what truly matters. And when others, especially women, notice, it's not just a casual remark about your suit or your shoes. It's a recognition that you've reached a place in your life where you're no longer trying to impress, but instead, you're allowing your true self to shine through. This is a powerful thing. Men of a certain age have the advantage of knowing exactly what works for them. They've figured out what feels right, what looks right, and what communicates the kind of person they are. And in a world that so often associates youth with beauty, there's something deeply alluring about a man who's comfortable with his age, his body, and his choices. When you're older, your style isn't just a reflection of your external appearance. It's a testament to your confidence and self-respect. It says, I've lived, I've learned, and I know what suits me now. It might be a tailored jacket that perfectly fits your frame, or a well-worn pair of boots that carry the stories of countless adventures. Whatever it is, your style is an extension of who you are, and it speaks volumes without uttering a word. More than just an aesthetic choice, the way you present yourself shows that you value yourself and understand the deeper power of appearance. It's a form of self-respect that radiates outward and catches the attention of those around you. It's not about vanity. It's about understanding that the way you show up in the world matters. A man who takes the time to groom himself, to pick out clothes that not only fit well but that make him feel good, is telling the world, I take pride in myself. Whether it's a sharp suit that hugs your shoulders just right or a casual, well-coordinated ensemble that speaks of laid-back sophistication, every choice you make about your appearance is intentional. It's about showing up as the best version of yourself, not just for others, but for yourself. And then there's the magic of the details, the subtleties that elevate your style from merely presentable to undeniably attractive. The man who knows how to balance function with style has a certain charm that's hard to ignore. Perhaps it's the crispness of a white shirt that catches the light just right, or the effortless charm of a well-tailored pair of trousers that don't just fit, but flow with the rhythm of your life. Your attention to grooming, whether it's a beard that's trimmed with precision, a fresh haircut that exudes confidence, or a scent that's both subtle and memorable, adds layers of attraction that are not immediately visible, but deeply felt. These small, thoughtful choices convey a message that's more than just about looking good. They show you are a man who takes the time to care for himself, and who pays attention to the details because you understand their significance. These aren't just outward signs of beauty, they're reflections of the inner respect you have for yourself and for those you encounter in life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. There is something incredibly powerful about a man who carries himself with this kind of attention and self-assurance. Women, who are naturally attuned to these kinds of nuances, are drawn to this. It's a subtle, but undeniable magnetism. It speaks of maturity, of a life lived with intention, and of someone who understands the value of investing in oneself. When someone compliments you, they're not just admiring your clothes, they're acknowledging your self-awareness, your sense of pride, and your understanding of the importance of self-presentation. They see that you care, not because you're trying to impress, but because you respect the impact your appearance has on the world. And this, ultimately, is what makes your style so attractive. It's not just about wearing the right clothes. It's about wearing your experience, your confidence, and your self-respect with grace. The thoughtfulness you put into your grooming and wardrobe speaks to your emotional intelligence, to your ability to balance the external with the internal, to show that you're not just living in your skin, you're thriving in it. And for women, this kind of self-assuredness, This quiet yet powerful confidence is what makes you irresistibly attractive. It's not just your clothes. It's the person who chooses them with care, who understands that style is as much about personality as it is about fabric and fit. You're telling the world, without saying a word, that you know who you are and you're proud of it. And that's a level of allure that's impossible to ignore. Number 3. Women look at you persistently. When women look at you for an extended period, it's not just a casual glance. It's a powerful, unspoken statement of attraction. That prolonged gaze speaks volumes, often far more than words ever could. Women, particularly younger ones, can be hesitant to express their interest outright, perhaps due to social norms or their insecurities. But a lingering look is an unmistakable sign of curiosity, admiration, and even admiration that words can't capture. If you catch a woman staring at you for a few seconds longer than usual, it means that something about you, your presence, your aura, your very being, has ignited her interest. This isn't just a fleeting glance, but a moment of pause, a reflection of something in you that stands out. If you're in the gym, it could be your dedication, the quiet strength in your movements, or your unshakable confidence that draws her in. If you're sitting in a cafe, enjoying a peaceful moment with your coffee, your relaxed yet magnetic energy might be what captures her attention. Even in the bustle of a busy street, a fleeting moment of eye contact can be packed with meaning. She might be drawn to the elegance with which you carry yourself, the grace in your actions, or simply the kindness in your eyes. That lingering glance, the one that begins with a subtle yet undeniable recognition of you, followed by a fleeting hesitation, reveals more about her than she might intend. She might quickly look away because she's unsure whether it's appropriate to show that interest, or maybe because she feels a little shy, unsure of what to do with the emotions stirring within her. And yet, this quiet moment holds immense significance. It's not a quick, dismissive look. It's a deliberate, intentional act. That second of hesitation is often the most telling. It's the moment where curiosity turns into something deeper. Whether she smiles or swiftly looks away only to glance back again, these actions communicate a profound message. She's intrigued, she's interested, and perhaps she's just waiting for the right moment to approach or engage. It's easy to feel uncertain about these moments, to second-guess whether you're misinterpreting the signs. But the truth is, those lingering glances are far from accidental. They're a silent compliment, a testament to the way you present yourself, your style, your energy, your confidence, or even the depth of character that radiates from you. It's an acknowledgement of your presence, a reflection of the fact that, in some way, you've captured her attention in a meaningful, lasting way. Take those lingering stares as a sign that, whether you realize it or not, you're making a significant impression, and it leaves her wanting more. Number 4. You're often asked for advice or help. As you move through the years, something truly remarkable begins to happen. More and more people, especially women, find themselves turning to you for advice, guidance, or assistance. It might start with small moments, a fleeting conversation on the street, a casual exchange in the office, or a more personal request for advice on relationships, careers, or even life in general. In these moments, something deeper is happening than just the sharing of information. Your age, your experience, the path you've walked, all of it creates an invisible but powerful sense of reassurance. You become, in a sense, a living embodiment of wisdom and stability, someone people instinctively turn to when they need support or direction. There's something about the wisdom that comes with age that offers a unique comfort, especially to women. There's a quiet confidence that comes from having lived through so many different seasons of life, both the joyous and the painful ones. And that confidence, paired with the calm that life experience brings, makes you a source of safety. Women, in particular, often seek out older men not just for practical advice, but for the emotional security that your years have given you. There's a deep sense of knowing that shines through, a knowing that others can feel and trust without needing to be explained. When you speak, it's not just words. They carry weight, because they come from a place of lived experience, from the lessons you've learned, from the heartaches you've overcome, and the wisdom you've gained along the way. In a world that often values youth, vibrancy, and energy, There's something infinitely attractive about the maturity that only age can offer. Yes, younger men may be full of energy and enthusiasm, but they lack the depth of understanding you've gained over the years. They may approach life with a sense of excitement, but their perspective is still evolving, still filled with the uncertainty and idealism that comes with inexperience. But you've lived through it all. The mistakes, the setbacks, the challenges that seemed insurmountable at the time, and the small victories that only become clearer as the years go on. These experiences have shaped you into someone who can offer more than just advice. You can offer a roadmap for navigating life's toughest moments, and people see that. Your age is not just a number. It is a testament to the life you've lived. Every wrinkle, every gray hair, every line on your face tells a story. Your appearance may have changed over the years, but the essence of who you are has deepened. There is a subtle magnetism that surrounds you, a combination of maturity, wisdom, and the quiet self-assurance that comes from knowing who you are and what you've been through. There's a magnetic quality that draws people to you, not just because of how you look, but because of what you represent. Stability, depth, and a kind of emotional and intellectual richness that is hard to find. When you offer advice, it's more than just a solution to someone's problem. It's a comfort, a steady hand in a world that can often feel overwhelming. You don't just offer quick fixes or surface-level solutions. Your advice is grounded in years of living, in navigating the complexities of relationships, career, and personal growth. Whether you're discussing the struggles of balancing work and family, the complexities of romantic relationships, or the importance of maintaining one's dignity in the face of aging, your words carry a weight that younger voices simply cannot match. People know that when they come to you, they're not just getting advice. They're getting a perspective that has been tempered by time and real-life experience. But what's even more profound is how people feel when they turn to you. It's not just about receiving an answer to a question. It's about the sense of security and reassurance that comes from knowing that someone who has walked the road before them is there, willing to share what they've learned. When people ask for your help, they are seeking more than just solutions. They are seeking connection, they are seeking comfort, and they are seeking emotional and mental clarity that only someone who has truly lived can provide. The dynamic between you and those who seek your advice is not just transactional. It's deeply relational. Your role in their lives isn't just about imparting knowledge. It's about being a steady presence in their world. People don't just come to you for answers. They come to you for the peace of mind that comes with knowing they can rely on you, that you've seen the full spectrum of life's ups and downs, and that your wisdom comes from a place of compassion and empathy. Your life experiences have shaped you into someone who listens deeply, who understands without judgment, and who offers advice that is thoughtful and sincere. It's this emotional depth that makes your advice so valuable because it's not just based on what you know, it's based on who you are. There's something deeply fulfilling about being this kind of source of wisdom for others. It's not just about the pleasure of being needed. It's about the joy that comes from knowing you can make a real difference in someone's life. It's the satisfaction of knowing that, in a world that can feel chaotic and uncertain, you offer a steady, unwavering presence. Your years of experience have allowed you to see life from a unique perspective, and that perspective, rich with insight and understanding, is something people treasure. As you continue to grow older, this role only deepens. The advice you give, the wisdom you share, and the comfort you provide will become more and more invaluable to those who seek it. And the beauty of it is that this isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about offering a piece of your soul, your heart, and your experience to others, and knowing that, in doing so, you are helping them navigate the complex journey of life. Number 5. You have a relaxed and confident presence. There's something profoundly captivating about a man who is at peace with himself. A man who exudes a deep, unwavering confidence that is felt, rather than proclaimed. As men age, they often reach a point where their self-assurance is not based on external achievements or the need for validation from others. Instead, it comes from within, a quiet strength that becomes one of their most attractive qualities. The ability to be comfortable with who you are, without needing to seek attention or impress anyone, is an incredibly magnetic trait, one that younger men often struggle to embody. Younger men may rely on displays of bravado, attempting to project an image of strength or power that may not align with their true selves. But an older man, particularly one who has weathered the trials and tribulations of life, carries a sense of calm confidence that radiates effortlessly. This kind of confidence is not loud, flashy, or filled with showmanship. It doesn't need to draw attention or be declared with grand gestures. It's a quiet, grounded confidence that speaks for itself. When you walk into a room, your presence is felt not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because you bring a sense of calm and reassurance with you. There's a subtle power in that, a kind of quiet authority that makes people take notice, not because of how you act, but because of how you are. This is a rare quality, one that only comes with maturity. There is no need to prove yourself, no desire to compete for attention. Your presence is enough. People are naturally drawn to you because they feel a sense of security and authenticity in your demeanor. As you age, you come to realize that life is too short to put on a facade. This realization creates a space in your life where you can just be. And that sense of being at peace with who you are is one of the most attractive traits you can possess. Women, in particular, are drawn to this sense of relaxed self-assurance. It's not about putting on a show or trying to be something you're not. It's about being comfortable in your skin, unapologetically, and without the need for constant validation from others. This kind of confidence is magnetic because it feels real. It's not a performance or an act. It's a reflection of the man you've become through years of self-reflection, personal growth, and hard-earned wisdom. A man who doesn't need to fight for attention or approval sends a powerful message without saying a word. He is fully aware of his worth, and he doesn't feel the need to prove it to anyone. This unspoken confidence is often more attractive than any outward display of bravado or strength. There's something incredibly compelling about a man who is comfortable with who he is and who isn't afraid to show his true self to the world. His behavior is not driven by a need to be admired, but by an inner peace that comes from understanding and accepting himself. Women, especially those who are older and wiser themselves, are deeply drawn to this authenticity. They value men who don't need to constantly seek out validation, men who can stand firm in their own identity and who offer a sense of security and stability. This is a quality that many women come to appreciate more and more as they grow older and gain a deeper understanding of themselves. Authenticity becomes something they treasure because it's rare in a world full of pretenses. The older man who exudes confidence doesn't do so in a way that feels threatening or overbearing. He simply is, and that in itself is incredibly appealing. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's also important to recognize that confidence doesn't just stem from one's emotional state. It's reflected in how a person cares for themselves physically. As you age, it becomes even more important to prioritize your health and well-being. Not because of societal expectations, but because you want to live life with vitality and strength. A man who takes care of his body, who prioritizes his health, and who chooses to live an active and engaged life will naturally radiate a sense of vitality that others can't help but notice. It's not about sculpting a perfect physique or fitting into some unrealistic standard of beauty. It's about taking care of yourself in a way that feels true to who you are. And when you do that, it shows. People may notice the subtle signs: your posture, the way you move, the way you carry yourself. It's an energy that surrounds you and that others can't ignore. Even subtle compliments like, "You look strong," or "I hope I can be in this good shape when I'm your age," are a reflection of how much others respect and appreciate the effort you've put into your physical health. These compliments are a recognition of your commitment to living well, not just in terms of appearance, but in terms of how you approach life. They acknowledge the inner strength that comes from making choices that contribute to your overall well-being. This kind of attention isn't just about how you look on the outside. It's a recognition of the lifestyle you've chosen to live, one that prioritizes health, energy, and vitality. Attractiveness, in this sense, goes far beyond the superficial. It's about the energy you bring into the world. Your physical condition reflects your overall approach to life, your resilience, your vitality, and your emotional well-being. When you move through life with strength and purpose, It becomes clear to others that you're someone who is invested in living fully. It's reflected in the way you engage with people, in your posture, your movements, and even in the tone of your voice. A physically fit man doesn't just move through the world with strength. He does so with grace, confidence, and ease. These qualities combine to create a powerful magnetism that others are instinctively drawn to. It's also worth noting that the way you take care of your body is not just about vanity. It's a reflection of how you value yourself and your life. Your commitment to staying active, maintaining your health, and engaging with the world around you speaks volumes about your character. Even if you don't seek out compliments, people will notice the effort you put into maintaining your body. And these compliments, whether subtle or direct, are not just about how you look, but about the strength and resilience you embody. They acknowledge the quiet power you radiate, and they serve as a reminder that true attractiveness comes from within. It's not just about appearance. It's about the vitality, the energy, and the strength that shine through in everything you do. A man who is physically fit and emotionally secure doesn't just become healthier as he ages. He becomes more magnetic, more powerful, and more desirable. This strength, this resilience, this quiet confidence, it doesn't just make you attractive to others, it also deepens your sense of self-worth. You're not just living life, you're fully embracing it, and that energy is impossible to ignore. Others see it, feel it, and are drawn to it. It's the kind of attraction that comes not just from how you look, but from the life you've lived, the wisdom you've gained, and the quiet power you exude in every moment. Number 6. Your wisdom is reflected in your actions. As a man matures and journeys through the twists and turns of life, he accumulates not just years but profound, transformative wisdom. This wisdom is not something that is shouted from the rooftops or paraded as a badge of honor. It's the kind of wisdom that develops silently, over time, and seeps into every part of who you are. The wisdom of age is not in simply knowing more facts or having more experiences, but in learning how to navigate the complexities of life with grace, patience, and emotional intelligence. It's the kind of wisdom that doesn't need to be flaunted. It speaks through your actions, through your demeanor, through the calm and steady way you engage with the world. Women are drawn to this kind of quiet wisdom. It's an allure that isn't about showing off or trying to impress, but about a subtle, almost magnetic presence that emanates from within you. It's the confidence that comes from knowing yourself, from having faced life's challenges and come through them with a deeper understanding of who you are and what truly matters. You don't need to boast about your experiences or try to convince others of your worth. Your wisdom speaks for itself, in the way you listen, the way you think before you speak, and the way you move through life with a sense of purpose and clarity. What makes this kind of wisdom so attractive is that it's often born from hardship and growth. You face struggles, some personal, some professional, that have shaped you into someone who understands that life is never just black and white. You've learned to embrace the nuances, the gray areas, and the complexities of human nature. This is what draws women in. They recognize that there's something different about a man who has seen the world and all its ups and downs, and yet remains steady. You've learned that control is an illusion and that real strength comes from accepting life as it is and responding with calm resolve rather than reactive aggression. Your wisdom isn't about trying to fix everything or offering unsolicited advice. It's about knowing when to stay silent, when to speak, when to give a word of comfort, and when to let someone work through their own emotions. Women find this kind of wisdom irresistible because it reflects emotional maturity and a deep understanding of the world and people. You are the kind of man who doesn't rush to judgment or attempt to impose your will on others. Instead, you understand that every person has their own unique story and struggles, and you approach them with empathy and compassion. You don't view people through a lens of right or wrong. Rather, you see them as complex individuals, worthy of respect and understanding. This non-judgmental attitude allows you to connect with people on a deeper, more authentic level, and that's incredibly attractive. The way you carry yourself in difficult situations also reveals your wisdom. When life throws challenges your way, and it will, you don't panic or lash out. Instead, you pause, assess the situation, and approach it with a level-headedness that calms those around you. This is the wisdom of experience. having faced adversity and learned that the best way to handle life's trials is with patience, perspective, and emotional control. You've learned that true strength isn't in reacting impulsively, but in responding thoughtfully. Your ability to remain composed in the face of stress is something that women find deeply appealing. It shows them that they can rely on you in times of need and that you will be their anchor when life feels overwhelming. This wisdom also manifests in the way you engage in relationships. Unlike younger men who may still be navigating their emotional growth, a mature man understands that relationships are not about winning someone over with grand gestures or charming words. They're about emotional connection, mutual respect, and shared understanding. You have learned that love is not about making someone feel good for a moment. It's about cultivating a deep, abiding connection that transcends the superficial. You know that true intimacy comes from understanding and respecting each other's needs, boundaries, and vulnerabilities. You've learned that it's not enough to just be physically present. You have to be emotionally available, listen deeply, and communicate in ways that nurture the relationship rather than simply satisfy your own needs. Women appreciate this depth of understanding because it makes them feel truly seen and heard. They recognize that you're not just going through the motions of being in a relationship. You're actively engaged, emotionally present, and willing to invest in the relationship's growth. This wisdom, the ability to prioritize emotional connection over superficial displays, makes you not just a good partner, but a great one. You offer stability and reliability, not through grand promises but through everyday actions that show you care deeply. You are the type of man who makes others feel safe, emotionally secure, and understood. In your presence, women feel that they don't have to hide their true selves or put on a facade. They can simply be who they are, knowing that they are respected and valued for that. This wisdom also extends to your ability to be patient and empathetic. You understand that relationships take time to build, that emotional intimacy grows slowly, and that you can't rush someone into sharing their deepest fears or desires. You're not impatient or pushy. You're willing to take the time to let trust develop naturally, to let vulnerability unfold at its own pace. Women are drawn to this because it's rare to find someone so comfortable with themselves and their own emotions that they can simply allow others the space to feel and grow at their speed. Your emotional intelligence is a quiet force, but it's one that attracts people like a magnet, especially women who seek a partner they can rely on, trust, and learn from. The most magnetic aspect of this wisdom is that it doesn't come from ego or pride, it comes from experience. You have seen enough of the world to understand that life isn't about perfection or trying to control every aspect of it. It's about finding peace in the chaos, and understanding that relationships are messy, but that they're also some of the most beautiful things life has to offer. You've learned that wisdom is not about knowing all the answers, but about being okay with the questions. You've embraced the uncertainty of life and learned how to move through it with grace and compassion. This emotional maturity and the way you live it out daily is something that draws people, especially women, toward you. They see in you a depth of character and a strength of spirit that they want to be a part of. Number 7. Women laugh at your jokes, even the corny ones. There's something undeniably magnetic about a man who can make a woman laugh. It's not just about the joke itself, it's about the feeling behind it. Women are drawn to men who have a sense of humor because humor isn't just about being funny. It's about connection. When a woman laughs at your jokes, even the corny ones that might otherwise make others groan or roll their eyes, it's more than just a response to a punchline. It's an emotional reaction, a sign that she's comfortable with you, that she feels a sense of warmth in your presence. It reflects a bond, a subtle recognition that, in that moment, she enjoys being with you. Humor, especially when it's spontaneous and authentic, holds a certain magic. It creates a kind of atmosphere where two people can simply be themselves, without the pressure of having to craft the perfect conversation. It doesn't matter if your joke is a little silly or overly simple, like a dad joke that seems outdated. It's your joy, your ease in being who you are, that draws her in. And that's the thing. When a woman laughs at your jokes, it's not just about the humor. It's about her perception of you as a person. She's not just laughing because the joke is funny. She's laughing because she feels something deeper. It's a reaction that shows she's genuinely enjoying your company, that there's a part of her that is connecting with you beyond words. This kind of laughter isn't just about the joke itself, but about the shared moment, the bond it creates, and the understanding that you both can let down your guards and just exist in that space of lightness and joy. When she laughs, you're no longer just two people having a conversation. You're two souls connecting, enjoying the little things, finding humor in the simplicity of life. It's a beautiful and deeply intimate form of communication. What makes this even more special is that a woman who laughs at your corny jokes is showing you that she doesn't need perfection. She's not expecting you to impress her with your cleverness or wit. Instead, she's appreciating you for who you are, for the raw, unpolished you. There's something incredibly attractive about that. About a man who can laugh at himself and share that laughter freely, without worrying about whether or not he's cool enough or funny enough. That kind of confidence is magnetic. It's a sign of maturity, of emotional intelligence, qualities that are deeply appealing to women. When you can be carefree, unafraid to show your quirky side, it sends a powerful message. You're comfortable in your skin, and you don't need constant validation to feel worthy. There's also something incredibly endearing about simplicity. While many men might overthink their jokes, trying to be as witty or sophisticated as possible, a man who can tell a simple, corny joke with genuine joy is showing something much more meaningful. He's showing authenticity. And that, more than anything, is what attracts women. There's an intimacy in being unguarded, in sharing laughter without pretense. It's like a silent reassurance. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to enjoy life with you. And women find that immensely attractive. It signals a deep emotional maturity, a confidence that comes not from needing others to approve of you, but from being perfectly content with who you are. The physical joy that comes with laughter, whether it's that bright, genuine smile or a full belly laugh, is a powerful expression of shared happiness. When a woman laughs at your jokes, even the ones that might seem silly to others, it's a signal that she enjoys spending time with you and that she's open to the connection you're building. That laugh, that simple, beautiful sound, is a reflection of the pleasure she feels in your presence. It's a confirmation that you're not just another face in the crowd to her, but someone who makes her feel good, who brings her joy in the most natural, uncomplicated way. Humor is also incredibly telling when it comes to emotional maturity. The ability to make someone laugh, not because you're trying to impress them, but because you genuinely enjoy making them happy, is a powerful display of confidence. It shows that you're comfortable in your skin, not concerned with perfection, but focused on creating a space where both of you can simply enjoy each other's company. It's a subtle, yet profound, way of expressing your self-assuredness. And that is something women are irresistibly drawn to. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Ultimately, when a woman laughs at your jokes, whether they're witty, sarcastic, or just plain corny, it's a sign that she's comfortable with you, that she's open to the connection you're building, and that, on some deeper level, she's enjoying being around you. Laughter isn't just about humor. It's about shared joy, about being in a moment where both of you can relax and be yourselves without the pressure to impress. It's a simple, yet powerful, gesture that speaks volumes about the kind of bond you're creating. One that is rooted in authenticity, comfort, and emotional connection. Number 8. You're comfortable with silence. One of the most powerful signs of a truly confident, mature man is his ability to embrace silence, to sit in it without discomfort or the need to fill it with unnecessary words. In a world that constantly demands noise, chatter, and validation, a man who can simply be quiet, who is at peace in the stillness, is a rare and deeply attractive quality. Silence, for him, isn't something awkward or tense. It's not something that needs to be filled with nervous small talk or forced conversation. Instead, when he's around, silence feels like a soft, comforting presence, a space where two people can simply exist together. There's no pressure to entertain, no need to impress. There's just the beauty of being. Women find this quiet strength incredibly appealing. It speaks volumes about his confidence, his emotional maturity, and his ability to be completely present without needing constant external validation. A man who is comfortable with silence is telling you, without uttering a single word, that he is content in his own company, at peace with himself. And that is magnetic. It's a sign that he doesn't feel the need to fill every gap in conversation with empty words. And that, in itself, creates a profound sense of calm. When he's with you, there's an unspoken understanding that no words are necessary to communicate comfort, affection, or intimacy. The space between the two of you becomes a space of mutual trust and acceptance. You don't need to perform or entertain one another to feel valued. You can simply be. And in that simplicity, there's something deeply beautiful and deeply reassuring. Being comfortable with silence also reveals a wealth of emotional depth. It suggests that this man is not afraid of introspection, of sitting with his thoughts, of being with himself even in solitude. This kind of inner peace and self-awareness is incredibly rare and incredibly attractive because it speaks to a wisdom that only comes with life experience. It's a quiet strength, a calmness that draws people in. It's not about avoiding the noise of the world. It's about choosing consciously to let things unfold naturally, without the need to chase validation or seek approval. For women, this quality is magnetic because it signals something incredibly important: maturity, emotional stability, and an assurance that you are not only comfortable in your skin but that you're comfortable with the other person too. In the silence, there is no pretense. There is no need to keep talking just to fill the space, because the mere act of being together, in each other's presence, is enough to convey everything that needs to be said. Silence, in this context, becomes not a void, but a rich, meaningful exchange of trust and understanding. It's a space where emotional intimacy deepens, where two people can truly connect without saying a word, and in that quiet, a relationship grows stronger. So, there you have it, 8 signs that you're an attractive older man, even if you don't fully believe it yet. We've explored the power of self-assurance, emotional depth, and the unique qualities that truly make you stand out. But now, I want to hear from you. What has resonated with you the most? What's one thing you've learned today that you can take and apply to your own life? Whether it's embracing the quiet moments or finding comfort in your skin, I'd love to hear what you'll practice moving forward. Comment below and share your thoughts. I'm excited to see what changes you'll start making. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you valuable content on aging gracefully, self-care, and everything in between. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.